53790.
We've been streaming. Now everyone knows Drake can't count.
We have been?
I'm up to a
Not
great
showing. Oh, now it is.
You know,
boy.
at one point, as a TA in a computer science class, I started trying to list off random numbers, but somewhere along the line, they just turned into powers of 2. 7, 9.
I can hear it in the background.
Oh, yeah, I just...
Wow, Drusus, way to show me up by getting a nat 20 right after my nat 1.
You want to know what's really funny about this? I got a nat 20 on this roll last week, too. It's not Lucas's turn
music.
to tell the story.
That is not. It's yours, Flamel.
Hi. So, we were at Still Sci-Fi, which is the cult that Ewan belongs to.
Hey.
I'm more convinced than ever that it is a cult, in fact. There's definitely some questionable people there. I don't trust a lot of them. Yeah. Hayden at least seems nice, and so does his wife, so they seem fine. But it's mostly people like the Doctor or Maz and other I don't remember. Those are the main ones. I don't trust them. I don't like them. They don't give good vibes. And if I meet more scientists that are evil, I might have to give up on science altogether. But that's fine. We'll deal with that at a different point. Yeah. So Ewan went through some trials to become a master in his cult, which we're friends. I support him, even if I do find it a bit questionable. And the last one is gonna involve a very dangerous trip, I guess. So that's where we're going. And luckily they finally fixed Drusus' ship after they broke it. And it does look like it has been fixed up quite nicely. And we're leaving very quickly so that we get out of here before the very scary people from the Empire show up to presumably kill everyone here and also take Tristari. And we don't want to be here for them to take Tristari, so we're leaving. And I guess I don't know how we will find out what happens to everyone if they all die, so we'll... And that's yet another bridge we will cross when we encounter it. And we're headed to the Dark City. Not a place I ever really wanted to go, but here we are.
Awesome. Thank you.
No, it's been like 2 months.
Yeah, it's more time than the Praetorian Guard, so you guys are doing good.
I mean, the Praetorian Guard, most of them knew each other. Outside of...
It could be argued that
Marissa
you guys
and
have all known
Saku.
each other, too, for a very, very long time.
Too long, if you ask me.
Not in the
Alternate
same way as the
lives.
Praetorian Guard.
Alrighty. So, Plan B. Taking off from SSF. Everybody's going around exploring Drusus's new ship. Or, for you it's new, but his ship. The Arella. Arella introduces herself to each of you and gives you an explanation of the ship and what various facilities lie within it and how you can use them all as you head out into the outreaches of space, following the Eye of Ling to get you on your destination towards excuse me. Oh my gosh. My brain is facing on Vythe 9. That's right. Good old Tristarioth. Bloop, you were very interested in the med bay. And head that way.
And I remember a red eye closing behind me.
Roll a intelligence save.
Okay. Intelligence save? Like a will save?
Or check, intelligence check, sorry.
Okay.
DM,
Not safe.
While he does
Whoops.
that and I'm walking around, is my police cruiser still on this ship?
It is, in fact.
Perfect.
Bloop, you do
Oh,
not
yeah.
remember an eye. I mean, the medbay, something just, it feels off to you. You're not sure if it's because that's where they found you, and you just have this weird time resonance happening within you. It just feels off. Kind of just that weird feeling when you walk into a place that you shouldn't be, or something has happened here. But that's it.
I will kind of do a general perception check. I'll take like I'll just start knocking on a wall to create some vibrations.
Okay.
Just so that, you know, maybe to put myself at ease that there's nothing in the room,
Awesome.
or to if there's been something that's off in the room that I haven't noticed that I can perceive. So
Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
I feel like Flamel will probably arrive in the medbay while he's doing this at some point, just because.
wow, I rolled so bad.
Yeah.
Someone right behind you. It's
There's
me.
13.
Yeah, you do feel as you're knocking around, feeling, sensing, not seeing anything, and then you feel footsteps and you tense up and you see Flamel there.
Oh, hi Flamel.
Hi, Bloop. Are you okay?
I'm good. You've been in this ship before, right?
No, I don't think so.
It's only you and Ewan who've ever been on the Arella.
Not you.
I've
Wow.
met. No, I met the not ship version of Arella. She was in
Something
person when I met her.
something feels off about
Hmm.
this space, and I'm trying to put a metaphorical finger on it. Bloop does not deal with hyperbole.
Do you think it's in the wall?
You mean metaphor?
I
just
think
checking to see
figuratively
what-
also.
You're knocking on the wall.
Hyperbole is like extremes.
Well, like
Well-
instead of saying literally,
Literally,
like widowy.
Don't mind me being pedantic
What kind of
over
off?
here.
Do you think it's something in the walls? Is that why you're knocking on the walls?
I feel like either something happened here, or there's something wrong with the room itself. So if something happened here,
Hmm.
why would I? Is it am I not remembering it? What happened?
I don't know. But we can probably check the ship's security. It probably has cameras in here. And I can, like, scan the room, if that would help you feel better.
That would.
I'll just check around, see if I find anything weird.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Hang on. What? Can I do life science or physical science since I'm doing some scanny scans?
Sure. Go ahead and do physical science for me.
Ah, my highest modifier. It's the same as my
Ooh.
medicine one. Okay, let's see what I find.
You got this. I believe in you, and I believe in the dice. See,
Wow, I rolled bad, but I got a 21.
Awesome. First thing that you notice that is off is this medbay is not optimally set up. It's almost set up in a detrimental way. All the necessities and emergency things are scattered all about and not in one central location. And
Oh man.
that's it. You kind of get this feeling that things were used in a quick and harsh way, or for some emergency, and while putting them back, it was not put back correctly.
Oh, Bloop, you're right. There is something really wrong here. This is
What
the
is
most inefficient, disorganized medbay I have ever been in. I have to fix this. Oh gosh, who set this up? What were they thinking? Didn't they know anything? Okay, I'll fix it. Don't worry.
Just thinking, this is way cleaner than when I first got on the ship.
it? There was blood everywhere. No.
The alcohol.
Somebody's just gonna die during a medical procedure because I have to sort through 4 different drawers to find anything.
I think I'll help Flamel by starting to Roomba the area with myself
Oh, nice.
to get it perfectly sanitary.
Sounds good. So you guys are taking care of the
Thank you,
medbay.
Bloop. I'm organizing and moving furniture.
I'm just imagining, like, I don't think this is technically accurate to the time, but I'm just picturing Bloop going around going like, oh, found a penny. Or like picking loose change up off the ground.
Just like, lint.
I made 50 cents cleaning that floor.
And I found a toe.
So
It's kind of like wedged. It's
Specimen
wedged
container,
behind some of the
thank you.
cabinets. It's you could
Oh my
very
gosh.
much so looked like a dwarven toe, and something happened.
Bloop, please don't eat that. Please put it in this specimen container.
I just, like a little pseudopod like deposits it very gently.
Thank you. I will be scanning this to make sure that we are not going to get like a plague or something from it. Who leaves severed appendages?
It's like
Oh
wedged.
my
Like, with your scan, you can kind of get like a 3D layout of procedure being done and amputation and like almost like medical scissors snipping off a toe and people
Like-
freaking out and just flying through the air and getting wedged there, and in all the chaos and panic people couldn't find it because it's like way back there, just perfectly
Look, I
landed.
understand emergency situations. However, this is being returned to Drusus. It should have been clean. A toe, a severed toe, is not a mark of cleanliness.
sorry, I
While
can't
I'm-
get over
while
the
I'm-
fact that you said like scissors snipping off a toe for an why?
Look, it might have been
This-
infected. It might have been infected. Who knows?
But-
That's why I'm going to
Scissor-
scan it.
I feel
I'm just
I don't
calling
know
up
that
Drusus
scissors
Actually-
are the best for a toe.
Hang on, Flamel. I can do this, and I'll pull up my magma sword and just like incinerate it.
No, it's in my specimen container.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
I
gonna
offer
scan
to do
it
that.
see. No, because then we won't know if anything. Like, what if it was infected with something and there's spores or germs or something spreading everywhere and we're all
Okay.
gonna die?
Okay,
If you incinerate it, it'll be harder for me to figure that out.
that's fair. While I'm doing this,
gonna run
DM, did I get the sense that this room is where I was hiding?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That was kind of
Could
with your check of like some weird time thing happening. Yeah.
Okay. While I'm Roomba-ing, do I find or see anything that indicates where I was hiding?
With your roll, you can't really determine where, just based off that, but there's ship's logs that you can check and
Okay.
get that information from. So, alright.
Okay.
So as Bloop and Flamel are cleaning up the med bay, and what are the rest of you guys doing?
Well, apparently Drusus is being texted and finding out that he has a med today.
I'm like voice texting. It's just like every now and then it's just like me reading aloud like the text like toe. My distillery, all caps, 3 exclamation marks. While I'm like checking all the things they've like added. So like anyone who's nearby can hear it's definitely not as dramatic on my end, but you know, you gotta make it more dramatic for the texts.
Oh.
I'm just like making sure that everything we need is there for the journey. Because have we lifted off yet, or are we still technically in the dock?
You guys have lifted off. You've broken the atmosphere.
Okay, perfect.
Looking
Then
back,
I'm just.
On
Then
the
I guess I would have
way.
already done my pre-flight checks. I'm just checking all the new things because this is an upgraded engine that Arella told us right before we left was a void engine, which sounds no that there's a
but
void engine.
you
on
you
board.
don't know. You don't know there's a void engine. She has not told you that.
Oh, that okay. That's
Yep.
just fine. Then I'm checking this out because this is a slightly upgraded version of Arella.
Mhm.
So I'm just checking out everything we've got, making sure we're good and what we're gonna work with, what we're gonna be able to work with as we go to and from whatever
Sounds good.
else.
Ewan is like unpacking some of the supplies that he's bought for it, so you know that you have plenty of supplies for your trip there and back. You took care of that.
Okay.
Was it an 8-week trip then?
It's an 8-week trip to Vythe
Gotcha.
9.
8-week trip on the one way to our
Yeah.
first destination.
To your first
our local
location.
stops.
Yeah,
To our first stop, yeah.
And you said that the ex-police cruiser is still on there, right?
it is still on there. Yes.
Nice. I'm gonna actually go and check out what's been done to that. If they edited, if they modded it more than I had with the basic, like getting rid of like the tracking devices and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Roll roll computers and engineering check for me.
get back to my character sheet. Characters. What, you want me to roll both a computers and an engineering check?
I would love for you to do that.
Okay, I can do that. Computers. I'm gonna test something. I don't know if this will work, but it would be fun if it did. If I can find the words. Okay.
Shifter.
Oh, it did work. No, it didn't. No, it did the math together. It's not supposed to do that. Give me a second. I have to roll them separately. All right. Was that 27 and a 15?
Cool. Which one's which?
27 is computer, 15 is engineering.
Awesome. Through your scans, there's no tracker on the vehicle. They have you see that they've reinforced the plating on the car, so now it can withstand. It's practically bulletproof. It can withstand anything up to heavy munitions, which is really nice. It does have several. It is able to fit all of you, which is also nice. Minus Tristari. It allows for. It's kind of like Batmobile-esque, as in there are turrets that have been installed into it that can be controlled by passengers inside the vehicle, either by the driver, if the driver is alone, or by others, if they're with them. So, yep.
Dope. Yeah, other than that and checking that out, I'm just gonna keep touring the ship, making sure, I know what we're in for if we get into anything and what we got.
Sounds good. Awesome. Ewan, what are you up to?
Well, I figured I would be, unpacking in my room. Also looking at these Solarian crystals that I have.
Mhm.
And realizing that those go for Solarians who have chosen to have their moat as a weapon rather than as armor.
Correct. But you get both because of your trial.
Ooh,
Yes,
I don't
I'm sorry.
know how
I didn't mention that, so that is my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't know how to do that in Hephaestus.
Great question.
Because normally you can only choose one and then you cannot switch it.
Okay.
I don't know if you can. There might be a way to homebrew that, but
Well, my friend, that is an oversight as a GM of your system and trying to learn all of that. So my apologies.
yep.
Don't worry.
I'll
we can't-
keep on looking. There,
Okay.
according to ChatGPT, there is a slight analog to the armor. Like it's not quite a 1-to-1 Solarian armor crystal.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Okay. Well, if you want to exchange those out for armor ones, more than welcome to.
Okay,
Same
I'll
power.
keep looking into this.
Okay. Sounds good. we can go back and retcon that. That's my bad. So wonderful. Okay. Celinda, anything from you?
I think I'm just, checking out the ship and the, in case of whatever, I'm listed as ship's engineer, so I'll be checking out, seeing what normal is, and just kind of settling in and, trying not to think too hard, when a disembodied voice speaks to me.
As you're going through the ship,
Mhm.
you've heard Arella's voice. Celinda, I have noticed that there seems to be elevated levels of panic and fear when I speak to you. Is everything okay?
Linda takes a couple deep breaths before running. I'm fine.
Roll a bluff check.
Liar!
Liar!
That's a 10.
I sense that your heart rate changed slightly, Celinda. A good crew, things are based on trust and honesty. I have no feelings. You cannot upset or harm me in any way. If there's something that I am doing wrong, please just let me know.
I'm trying to think if Slunda can even describe why she feels this way.
Wait.
I don't.
Wait. So Slunda has gotten used to speaking telepathically with people, but a disembodied voice on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I suppose
Maybe because it's a voice that
Weird.
doesn't have a brain she can telepathically speak to? So it's even
I
more
mean, she
disembodied?
also,
It's
everyone
just
who
a
she's
brain.
telepath. Well. Okay. So the only person she's telepathically. I guess there are a couple people that she telepathically spoke to before finding them, but it was obvious that it was coming from somewhere. When it's obvious that it's just the machines and they're getting in your brain, or it feels like they're getting in your brain. She's just, she grew up in a place with no real modern technology, so
It's fair.
yeah, I don't think she can really describe it. So she's
Okay.
just I don't need anything.
Very well. If you find out what I can do to assist you to have a better and more comfortable ride on this trip, please let me know. I will do my best to accommodate any and all requests.
Thank you. I do not need accommodation.
Very well. Enjoy the rest of your days, Linda. And the voice cuts out. Just go about the rest of the ship, giving it a look over, becoming familiar with its systems and things. I'll ask if there's anything that you guys want to do, talk about with each other on this first day, and after this first day, then I'll split it up into weekly chunks.
Okay. Well, Mel would let everyone know, be like, just since we have some time here on the ship, I am working on a project, a personal project. So, for anyone who doesn't mind, I'll be interviewing you about your personal code of ethics. So just let me know if you need extra time to think about that, or
What are ethics?
if I can just put you. So would you like extra time to think about it, or do you just want to go off the cuff?
I want to go last.
Okay, I'll put
Please.
you last. Bruce has called the last spot on that list. Everyone else is welcome to let me know
Well,
if
if
they
you
would
have,
like time.
do you have certain questions, or are you just asking what do we believe as a broad shotgun question?
Both. There will be both. I'm formulating the questions still a little. They'll probably evolve as the interviews go along, but so would you like the whatever questions I do have ahead of time to prepare?
And that shouldn't be necessary, I think.
Okay.
I'll go second to last.
Okay. Loop is second to last.
I mean, you know me.
Also, Drusus, I fixed your med bay. It was terribly organized before, but I fixed.
Yeah, you know, they broke my ship, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember.
It's in a lot
And
better...
they left a severed toe in it.
Wait. Whose toe?
I'm still working on that. DM, do I have any results on this toe?
Roll a medicine check.
Lamel,
Okay,
do
here I
me
go.
a favor. Preserve that toe so we can leave it at a crime scene if we ever need to.
Just frame some
Okay.
person who's already
It's a
missing a toe.
34.
Or probably dead.
It's just a red
But
herring.
maybe-
It's just a red herring.
Just to throw him off. 34. What do I know about the person who this toe belonged to?
They got
All
the gout.
right. Running that DNA sample and everything, you're able to pull up records of a Sergeant Velpin Kryn, dwarven male. Records show that he's 85. He was once part of the Dotharan military. However, he was a deserter. Reports say that he had gone AWOL and joined the SSF. No further investigation was done, as SSF and the Dotharan military have a interesting relationship with each other. That's all the information you're able to pull.
Wait, whose toe is it? I'm like, well, it belonged to one Velpin Kryn, an 85-year-old dwarf who was a deserter of the Dotharan military. He joined SSF, and then the investigation kind of stopped. Seems like they just kind of let it go, I guess.
You can
Or
always
the-
tell
and
it's
it
a
doesn't
dwarf
He's a
toe.
spy who was planted in the SSF.
Possibly, but he's now short at least one toe, and doesn't seem to be contaminated with any infectious diseases or any airborne spores or anything like that we're going to have an issue with. So it is secure, and we should all be safe from that now. If anyone comes across any other severed body parts, please let me know.
You can always tell if toes are dwarven or not because they're 3 times as thick and only half as wide. The toenails are, at least.
How do you know that, Blue?
Dwarves have been around for thousands of years.
I mean,
Yeah, but
yeah, you're
their
not
feet specifically?
wrong.
I can see every part of every
I mean, it's
person
pretty
at all
proportionate to
times.
the rest of them. But that's also true. Bloop is. Yeah.
That just feels weird, Blue, but okay.
Anyway, I'm putting this in the cabinet over here. Nobody, like, eat this or anything, I guess. I don't think I should need to say that, but just in case.
Blue,
Aw, man.
it's not a cat.
It's not alcohol either.
Yeah, no, the sounds of it, my stills are gone.
Yep, they are very, very much so gone.
Oh, don't worry. I can
DM.
set up a little synthesizer for some alcohol for you.
No, it's okay. I think it need to be. No, yeah, well, I'll
Just
think
let me
about
know
it.
what you decide. Yep, let me know.
DM, there is something I want to do today,
Okay.
which is Philomel mentioned going over security cameras and whatnot from the med bay and going over logs of what happened there.
Awesome.
So specifically, because it felt weird when I walked in, I want to look what happened right around the time that I walked in, and also going back and see if I can see myself sneaking off the ship and where I came out from.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Going with Flamel to review these things.
I'm happy to.
Arella's voice. Hello, everyone. Bloop. Flamel. Pleasure to see you again. What can I assist you with today?
I'm wanting to look at security records and logs and recordings from the med bay from these particular times.
Screen pops up. Would you like audio translation, Bloop? As I am aware that most Celemids, if not all Celemids, are incapable of seeing holograms.
I actually can now see them.
My apologies. I shall add that to the record. Here you are. And you watch a video of you guys entering onto the ship. You walking in to the med bay. Everything is normal. There's no. I mean, you watch as Flamel walks in on you and you freak out. You see yourself tapping the walls. Nothing seems strange or out of place.
What about
As
the hallway just outside? Or like,
Hallway outside, everything. I mean, you watch as Flamel enters in. You watch as you guys leave. Later, everything is. Yep, everything is good.
can I sense mode of the ship's AI?
Sure.
Okay, that is.
Are you doubting my what?
Your computer wife, Plankton?
First off, how dare you? Second off, I can't believe I just realized that would have been something you could have made fun of me for.
But I don't think that gets me anywhere. So
Nope.
I believe her fully. And then I'll just go to when SSF landed back.
Okay.
See who lived, who died, and see if I can see myself scampering off.
Sounds good.
Any dead
Um,
dwarves or dwarves missing toes.
You do see the landing of the Arella on the hangar. Very beat up. Actually, terribly beat up. Parts, panels, and things are just blown to pieces. You see there was records of a contagion that was set off in the medbay. That of drow make, one that causes hysteria. You watch as there's a couple stormwork that are trying to hold this dwarf down, and there's a lot of chaos as he's fighting back, and they're kind of going a little crazy too. Start fighting each other. There's the blades pulled on each other, and you notice that it wasn't scissors that cut off the tail, but like a very sharp blade that was being woven back and forth and accidentally cut it off. People freaking out. The dwarf passes out because he's freaking out. Blood is in his body. Toe goes flying, gets stuck. You see they all leave once they've landed, with the doctor immediately being there to help them out. Sanitation crews, mechanics, all enter into the Arella and begin repairs and decontamination of this virus that was set off. There, you see there's this one man kind of like in a hazmat suit, cleaning around, opens up one of the cupboards in the med bay, and there you see the like darker purple version of you go and leap at his face. Slithers inside his suit, and a very familiar image of him, the man, being dissolved.
Oh.
Seems very much like a fight or flight response that happened. Followed by the doctor coming in, containing you and getting you back to his lab.
Damn, so I killed Amanda's little blobling.
Yes, you did.
Well, I don't take any responsibility for that. Thank you, Rilla. I think I'm gonna go check out that cupboard now.
I mean, you've checked it out, like, while you were cleaning everything. That was in the med bay. You guys had done a very thorough sweep of reorganizing and cleaning it.
Okay.
So
And we found the toe.
yeah, there was nothing out of place or unusual.
Just me hiding.
Yep, just you hiding.
Okay.
So
Cool. Well. All right. Well, I guess that answers that question for the most part. Strange. And there's been like nothing else throughout the day that's been like felt off to me, right?
I mean, the med bay has just felt off the entire time, but nothing else. Oh, besides like any time that you set foot into the cockpit with the big windows and you can just see the Eye of Ling. It looks so big for being so far off, and no one is quite sure where it actually is located in the universe because it is just constantly that large looking at you. And that gives you the heebie-jeebies, but that's about it.
Is the medbay the only other place that really has like big windows like that?
No, that would have been when you go into the cockpit. I mean, the rooms have windows that you can look out and see, and but windows aren't on this type of a vessel aren't the main focus of it. So.
Okay.
Yep.
I think Bloop lets it rest for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else from anyone before
I
the
think
day is
just
over?
I think just as the day ends or people are retiring, Slinda will ask Tristari about their experience with Nagy and how Tristari was obviously affected by that.
Okay. You find her she's kind of found a bunk to stay in. Has just been resting as everybody's off doing their own thing. Walk in and she appears to be journaling.
I will quietly sit down nearby so I'm not interrupting, but it's obvious that I'm there when she's done, sort of a thing.
She finishes her sentence. This is a lot better than the last ship we were on. a lot more comfortable. I'm grateful for that.
Mm-hmm. How are you doing? You looked happier.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. It was a moment of I remember things, and that was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we've left SSF, it's realizing that our time together is coming to an end, and that's scary. I don't know anybody on this other place. I mean, it sounds like it's not the best of crew, but that's probably pretty good. Hopefully the Inquisitor won't poke or prod around there, at least for a little bit. I mean, I can always get in contact with you guys if that does happen, and feeling really excited for the last little bit of time that we get to spend together, but it's a lot of emotions that I'm trying to process right now.
I can understand that. I mean, half a year ago, I was doing something similar, getting ready to leave and not knowing anybody out there. And yet here we are. I mean, we're here, but I think maybe it's okay that there will be new experiences.
Yeah. That's why I decided to start a journal. I thought that would, in case I don't remember things, I don't know if that's just whatever it is, but write down what I do remember, or starting to remember, and write down everything that I know right now. That way, yeah. I think that'll be good.
Cool.
But,
You find out anything exciting? Are you still processing? Or, I mean, obviously it's, if you don't want to share, but you just, it seemed like it was good.
I remember some things. Absolutely. Yeah, I can. It was really exciting. I remember being home. It was very, very beautiful city. Just clean, beautiful sunrise. I have just this memory of being out on a tall building, overlooking the entire city and the sun rising, holding my son in my arms, to him just looking up, and just this beautiful feeling that everything was going to be okay. And I remember the moment that I first held him, which was amazing. Still trying to figure out his name. That's coming to me. Like I can. This might sound weird. I can hear sounds, but it's not anything that I can recognize yet, but like I know my mind is working on that, so that's good. Um, I can see his name spelt out on his crib, but I can't make out what it says. So there's some blanks right now, but overall, that's good.
I'm glad. Maybe you'll have more time to remember when we're not getting into having chaotic lives here, right?
That's the hope.
That's a little steadier for you.
Yeah, I'll make sure to keep you updated with anything else I know.
Yeah, I mean, no pressure. I'm just excited for you to, since you spent that time not knowing.
Me too. Yeah. Also, just thinking back over the last couple of weeks, days, realized I really like haven't got your story or like what all these tattoos mean. And like I knew they were important to you, but I'd love to hear about them. Points under his skin, like I have plenty of my own, so.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well, as I pull up where I wrote it all out, because it's been a minute. Okay. So she kind of shows her wrist, like pulls down her sleeves a little bit to show her wrist tattoos. So these are, well, I've had them for longer than I've known anyone here, but they're still almost a little bit new, honestly. Before leaving home. So this one, and she goes, it's her lower left hand, the tattoo. It's she'll kind of point out, it kind of looks, there's kind of stylistic, like when she explains it you can kind of tell what's going on, but it's the represents the exodus from the homeworld of Kasatha and landing on Akaton. And it kind of represents our history as a people, our culture. On the top left, and right above it, shows, and it's kind of like each of them is kind of like a cuff shape, but they're filled in differently. In this one, it kind of looks like there's more connected branches kind of weaving in and out, with different representations of like bountiful food, peaceful trade, continuing of traditions. One of them, it's like an adult and a child playing an instrument that is clearly made for 4 hands. The one on her lower right, which, she kind of looks at it a little closely to double check that it's still, because this is the one that got, I keep wanting to say decapitated, but I believe that decapitated is specifically head, so I can't say.
That is specifically head.
Yeah. The one
Dismembered.
that has been reattached, and she kind of like looks at it for an extra moment, like checking where it's been put together, and I assume it looks just it looks as if it had been untouched, I assume.
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay, cool. Oh, and I get extra on perception. I gotta remember that I get extra +2 because I got a special thing. Okay. Mhm. I just double check that I remember. Yeah. That's a 12 in that one.
Yeah, I mean,
And this isn't the stolen one. This is the one that was reattached.
right. Yep.
That was on backwards for a while.
Yep. Everything looks good and normal.
Right. She kind of looks at it. It's amazing how things can go back together and look like nothing happened. Sit.
Unfortunately, there's always small scars that we will always know about. Everybody else might not know about them, but we will.
Yes. See, this hand... That was probably before we met, huh? It was, well, it's how I met Flamel, actually, and then we got taken by the Empire, and then they reattached it backwards. And then her dad put it back on, but he was also kind of... Well, you were there for that part. Well. Yes. But the tattoos on here are more, well, right here, that's a symbol, and it's like an infinity symbol, with a... with each side has a different symbol inside of it. That's the symbol of my parents. And this little fox is for my sister. And that little instrument there, that's for my little brother. He's pretty adept. With that. This is kind of about where the people that you come from. And then she goes to her upper right, and like the other ones look pretty full and complete. This one, like, it's like there's outlines to it. You can tell that something's meant to go there, but it's clearly not completed. There's branches that kind of curl around the edge of the wrist, but they don't go any further. And she says, and this is the one that will be completed when I go home.
When are you heading home?
Well, traditionally, it's a year from leaving, which, she double checks her mental calendar. I mean, I left about 7 or 8 months ago. According to the... I mean, weird time stuff happened, but according to the calendar, it was 7 or 8 months ago that I left, which means about 4 or 5 months.
Are you going to be able to get back in time with this trip?
Well, people don't always make it back on time. And some people don't make it back. Well,
Oh.
not like, I mean, I guess they could. I don't mean that in like they die, although probably.
Oh, okay. Whew.
But I
That
mean,
was...
I don't know. I haven't thought about it as much since we've had everything going on, but I don't know. We're supposed to be out enough to get a feel for things, learn things, and then go back and make a big decision.
What's the big decision?
Well, whether to stay home or whether to stay away from home.
Oh,
I used to think that the answer was obvious. You go out, but of course you want to go back to your friends and family, but she kind of takes a deep breath and, well, I don't really know anymore.
well,
But it's certainly not an easy decision at this point.
yeah. Oh wow. I mean, that. Oh boy. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
So, but I mean, based on what we've learned, it seems, I mean, seems most versions of the group and other timelines stay together, but also, I don't know, most versions of the group that we've heard about have led terrible lives, so I can't say that means anything to my decision.
Yeah. I feel like with people usually have good intentions most of the time. They either see themselves in one of two situations where they die as the hero, or they live long enough and see themselves become the villains.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when time is involved, I would assume, wanting to make all these choices, but I mean, I can't imagine you guys doing those terrible things.
No. I can't imagine doing those terrible things.
Let's make sure those don't happen.
Mm-hmm. And then, sorry, out of character, was Tristari there when Chronicler was giving us our little puppet show, or was she like resting or something?
I believe she was resting.
Okay. And then I don't know, there's something about going back and that other versions that's led to more death. Don't know. But I certainly don't intend to give up on anyone out here.
You're a good one, Linda. They're lucky to have you. You really are. I mean, I know you guys kind of already have your plans, and I hopped in a little later, but I'm serious. If you wanna just stay with me, you are more than welcome to. Maybe that's just the nerve stalking, but you're a good friend, and it's sad that you'll be leaving.
I mean, I would love to spend more time out here, have not not leave everything I've learned about and all the friends I've made, and I'd love to just take it easy for a while.
That just isn't in the cards for you, is it?
No, I think we've got to stick this through and see what happens.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I'm gonna finish my journaling before heading to bed. But
Thanks for talking.
thank you.
Slinda suddenly jumps at the music that starts playing. Eileen tries to like smooth it over.
Lovely. Yeah, so as you guys all retire, I mean, it's weird sleeping in space. There's no day-night cycles. You can just feel your bodies getting tired. Bloop and Slunda, I need you two to roll a d20 for me.
Has a Larkspur's lullaby.
Uh-huh.
Just a flat D20.
Honestly, part of me wants to
Just a
immediately roll a natural one, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'd like to give her disadvantage now.
Oh my
word! Guys, wait, someone clip this, record it for future posterity. Oh, wait.
Oh, alrighty. Cool. Hold, please.
Hold, please, he said.
You're not prepared for it to happen the very first time.
No. No. Absolutely
I
not.
thought you would last longer.
I mean, I knew it
That's
would.
not a great. Oh, Blue. It was nice knowing you.
Bloop's dead. He is now other Bloop.
Bloop's
It's triggered because the tune of whatever Arvad's playing right now is just very similar. Well, I guess.
My Chemical Romance is canonically similar.
Yeah, no, I can't even like the first song on the playlist. It wouldn't be MCR. How dare you? I was never an MCR kid, okay?
Oh, that's sad.
When I was a young.
My father took me to.
Everyone appreciates the Black Parade, okay? And Teenagers. Those were the only two songs I listened to them from them.
Oh, not na 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 na.
No, I was listening to like other stuff.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So,
You
you all. Oh yeah, I know. You all get a wonderful night's rest. Roll get back your hit points that you need to. Get back spell
How much-
slots.
How much did I get for that brooch?
Roll a D. Okay, you've leveled up, so I'm gonna need you to roll a D10 for that.
Okay, let me just put that in my notes. 1d10 per long.
1D, 10 long rest. Dang it, now I'm gonna have.
You're welcome.
I hate you. I hate you.
10.
Sweet. Okay, Bloop.
Who do I kill?
No one. You don't kill anyone.
Hmm.
You are met with this strange mixture of memories and dreams with this lullaby that you've recently heard playing in the background. Sitting, hiding in fear as you watch your friends, one by one, have their brains extracted by mind
No.
flayers. The mind flayers go, they leave, leaving your friends there lifeless. You feel yourself walking over to them, which you haven't always done, and checking in on them. He senses their eyes open, and they begin to sing this lullaby. Freaks out a little bit, but doesn't seem weird. The dream moves forward and find yourself on a different ship. There's birds in the window that you hadn't noticed before, all humming this lullaby. More feelings of death and sorrow, sadness, despair, and fear. And you wake up. I need you to roll a d10 for me.
Okay. That's how many levels I gain. 4.
Okay. You permanently lose 4 HP. Not stamina, but HP. This is permanent.
Can I have it?
No, this is gone.
Dang.
Lost to Larkspur.
Oh no, she's a void creature too.
Oh, you guys know this.
Yeah,
You guys are helping
yeah,
to
out of
revive
character.
her or
She's
something.
she's a lich, isn't she?
Yep,
Everyone's a lich now.
yep.
Lich like.
And this is how she maintains her life.
I'm glad I didn't get the song.
Do I when I wake up, do I feel this?
You feel a little more sluggish than usual.
You're a booger.
My HP by the way is still 51.
Okay,
Oh my
shut up.
God.
It's still so much more than what I have.
Yeah, I was
don't
thinking to
feel
myself,
bad.
probably the best person to have this happen to is Blue.
That's fair. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. So, now you know
I
what
just wake
happens.
up with a desire to turn back around and punch Nagi in the face.
You're just like, man, that lullaby totally wrecked my sleep.
How much for a lullaby?
As you do think you notice as you're waking up, Bloop, kind of this ethereal small bird on the window of the Arella. You can't tell if you're still dreaming or if you're coming out of a dream or what it is, but it disappears. So, now that that has happened, we are going to split this up into weeks. Obviously, I'll give you guys opportunities to roleplay and do what you want, but we're going to see who things happen to on this first week's journey.
I can think of a funny situation if Linda goes first, given the bird.
So, I will have each of you roll a d20 for me. I guess you guys can roll initiative to
Okay, here we go.
see
Initiative.
what the first 5 weeks.
Oh, so it's initiative?
Yeah.
Dang it, Bloop. You're gonna get it.
I only have a +2.
I also have a +2.
How? Okay, that's on you.
I also have a
believe.
+2.
Oh, never mind. Slid is way higher. I don't even know why I forgot about that one when I saw it.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm last.
You're actually first. I like to.
Oh.
I like to
I don't.
So.
I can't count.
No,
Smallest
I mean
number first.
you can. I'm just going smallest number first.
That's fair.
So,
So-
having high initiative is a negative.
Yes. All right, Flamel. Well, do you want to begin your your questionnaires on people during this week? You can do that at any point of the week, or would you like to jump straight into your role to see what happens to you over this week?
Ooh. Well, let's see. Who wanted to go first on my interviews about your personal code of ethics?
I don't
I
think
can-
anybody said first, but
I can go first.
Cool. I guess we'll start with that. We can at least do a little. I have no idea what's going to happen, so it can interrupt the interview, or it could not.
All right.
Interesting.
Flamel's just like, great. Ewan, I guess we'll start with you. So, how do you know if something is bad or good? A decision. How do you know if a decision's good or bad?
How do I know if a decision is good or bad?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to point out the How do I tell if the decision is an action decision is good or bad?
Or inaction?
Or inaction, okay. Well, an action. It kind of depends on the definitions of good and bad, which is hard to
Okay,
pin.
so what would you say is the definition of good?
Definition of good in general, and people can have more specific or broad definitions of this. I'm pretty sure that there's a definition given in the insert name for Promethean Bible here. But I would say if it preserves your life, or preserves others' lives, or it gets you money, then it is good.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Are there exceptions to that? In your opinion?
There is a document that I should have open for this, actually.
What if it could get me money or save your life? Would you rather? Should I get money or should I save your life?
Hang on. E1 has a rule for this.
How much money would it take? How much money should it be before I just let you die?
Well, every man.
Don't forget that I'm your doctor for a minute.
Hang on, isn't there a Hippocratic oath here?
Look, I'm asking for your personal code of ethics and opinions.
Let me read you these rules here because E1 has these rules more loaded than I do. So hang
That's
on.
fair.
And not that E1 always follows these rules. After all, rules have exceptions, even this one. Okay. Sorry, what was the question again?
If good is saving my life or the lives of others or getting me money, what if I can get money or I can save your life? Which one of those is good?
I take that being an exclusive or.
Right. I can't do both
Right.
in this. I need to know which one supersedes the other, in your opinion.
In my opinion, I have a couple conflicting ideas about this, but do you consider me an ally or a customer?
Considering you have never paid me, I don't think I can consider you a customer, but I consider you a friend.
I've not really, while I have been seeking friends, I have not considered my codes in light of friends, which is an interesting conundrum.
You've never-
I should think on it.
You've never had friends?
Well, I have had friends. Hayden.
Okay, so if you could save his life or you could get money, but you can't do both, which one of those is the right choice?
Looking through my
Promise not to tell him
rules-
how hard you're thinking about this.
Say that again.
I said I promise not to tell him how hard you're thinking about this. That was out of character, though. That was just Coral making a joke.
Nice.
Right, I'm looking through these. Well, as people say sometimes, every man has his price.
Do you think that's good?
Again, with the definition of good.
That's what I'm trying to find out. That's the whole point of this.
Okay.
I'm trying
okay.
to figure out how to be a good person and not be evil.
I understand that my beliefs don't always fall in line with the general perception of good. I am a mercenary. I get paid to do things, and sometimes those things are distasteful.
So would you consider yourself a good person?
Yes. I've not.
Okay.
On the whole, I would consider myself a good person.
That's good then.
Although, there are definite things that I would consider doing that aren't broadly considered good. For example, I'm more willing to kill a target than the common farmer might be, or the populace in general. And most people agree that in most cases, killing is bad. Meanwhile, I think that if you cannot end an enemy, at least slow them with death.
Interesting. Are there any things you think are non-negotiable? Like, are there any actions that you think are always good or always bad, no matter the circumstances?
Always good, always bad.
Yeah, is there anything that nothing justifies doing it or not doing it?
Think of. always bad, rape. That
that's
one's on there.
a good answer.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Trying to think. Always good. It's always good to raise a child right.
Right.
Bloop sobs in the background.
Oh.
I don't
Now,
know why, I
definition
just
of
feel
doing that correctly, a little up in the air, but I'm not thinking of having children anytime soon. Depending on other factors.
Okay. I think I only have one question for now. I might circle back to you later depending on how things go, but how do you know if you're a good person?
How do you know if you're a good person?
Mhm. Lamel is taking fastidious notes. There's a lot of data being collected here. She's like timing how long it takes to answer questions.
A good person acts mostly integral with their own codes and beliefs that fall mostly in the scale of the general consensus of good. I'd say there's lots of wiggle room for being a good person.
Well, that's good. Makes it a little bit easier to be one.
And this might not fall in line as much for you, but as a last driving motivator, Rule 7 should serve. Opportunity
Sure
plus instinct equals profit. Now, what you mean by profit is up to you. I usually think in terms of money, but doesn't have to be credits.
Hmm. All right. Well, thanks, Ewan. I'll let you know if I have any more questions later.
Drake was like, wait, I have this list of rules. I should look at them. And not like I always follow them all the time, but
I used to have a list of rules, and they were it was a pretty short list, honestly. It was very easy to remember, very easy to stick to. And I found out the guy who wrote those rules, real bad guy. So, I'm kind of starting over, trying to make a new list so that I know what's going on, and how to be less evil, since I was kind of created and raised to presumably also be evil. So just just gonna get some empirical data. Not empirical, I guess. There's no way to get empirical data about this, but I'm gonna get some data and make some decisions eventually, maybe.
So I know this is probably just like a sit down chit chat, but I'm just imagining like Flamel sitting in her lab and it's like an office and people coming in and she's basically just interviewing them.
Yep, yeah, it's very pretty much she's like, we're gonna come in here because I have the variables of the room are controlled. We're in, it's gonna be set up the exact same way every time.
Yes.
I'm treating this as scientific as possible because that's the only thing I know how to do for sure.
Yes.
I love it. Is there anyone else that you would like to interview on this first week?
How many weeks do we have?
You have 8.
8. Oh, okay. So I could just do like one person a week.
Yeah, you definitely could. Yeah, compile, work on your your stuff.
You're
Yep.
like practicing it, and then you get the next person in, and they say something that completely contradicts what you were doing, so you try to do one of those
I'm doing
situations.
interview people. Oh, well, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, so I need to do 5 people total. So yeah, okay. Cool.
You can also
I'll
ask
call
the
that good for
child.
the
I
first
don't know
week.
that he would have.
She's not going to be interviewing Asher. We both came from the same place. We both need a code of ethics.
Oh, that's sad.
That'll be it for the first week then. And she's like, all right, now I'm going to
All right.
see if I can come up with better questions for next time. We'll see.
Sounds wonderful. With that, then, I will have you roll a d12 to see which of these items is going to happen to you this week.
Items.
Which of these events?
She just rolls instant death.
I mean, I could add that on. That could be fun.
It's a 9.
If you roll a
don't do
13 on the d12,
I mean, that's
Alright.
fair. If I rolled a 13 on a d12.
All right. So with a 9, let me pull up my notes. Okay. Exciting. Exciting. This is what we like to see here, people. You compiling your notes, figuring out your guide, having your talk with Ewan. And you hear your voice pop in your head. This is probably day 5 or 6. It's been a while. I was starting to
Hello?
worry that you had forgotten that I was here.
Oh, no, I did not forget.
That's good. I was hiding a little.
I did wonder how deep you
There were. I was concerned about several of the people and places that you were at, so
Very fair. I'm also concerned about them.
yes, doesn't look like in your reality versus mine that they got any better, so that's
Ooh.
concerning. But that's good to know for further data.
Yeah.
Why? I have to ask. Why are you compiling this list of morality?
What?
You've been trained
I?
and raised to think logically for your entire life, and that gets you pretty far in life.
Yeah. I mean, not really.
No.
I
But
remind. What was your relationship with him? Most recently.
most recently, was following his orders, doing what he asked me to do. It worked out quite well in our favor until it didn't. But once you know the future changes, so you never know what could actually happen. Things weren't so good. We had I guess you could describe it as a family reunion. Yes. That
How
is
many siblings do you have
how many
that
siblings?
you know of?
that I know of, well, 3
Okay.
is that I can't imagine. I mean, Mel never presented. Sorry, I should call him Nicholas in front of you, just to not confuse you.
You should.
But he never showed any signs of the ability to do what timecasters do. Has he manifested that to you?
No, why are you bringing it up?
Well, just you asked if how many siblings, and that seemed like an odd question to me.
I'm wondering how parallel our experiences were, how similar your Nicholas is to mine, because there could be differences.
That makes sense.
So
That makes okay.
that's one way to track it.
That's very fair.
Believe it or not, I do still possess logic, even if I don't like him.
Well, I'm sorry if I hinted at that you don't possess logic. That wasn't what I was trying to get at. Seeing that you do, I was just confused by why you were trying to gain information that honestly is not necessary, but if you think it's necessary, then I'm not one to tell you that it isn't.
Did you have friends?
No, why would I have friends? Hold
Yeah.
back. Wasn't
That's
able
what
to
I
have
thought.
friends.
Yeah. Huh. Friends, if you have good ones, they're not going to hold you back nearly as much as Nicholas did. And I don't want to be what he made me. So I'm unlearning the way he taught me to be.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know where we diverge, but he doesn't deserve my loyalty or my help, my love. So he doesn't get it.
Well, what if he was to change?
I don't know if he could ever convince me he's changed enough. I don't think I can ever forgive him.
What if he saved your life?
I mean, kind of owes me that much times a lot for all the times I've saved his life, for all the thanks it got me.
He shows it in a different way, but he does show it. You just have to know how
I
to look
saved
for
his
it.
life and he complained about it and punished me. I'm not. Okay.
God never said he was perfect. There-
Hmm.
No one is. Have you always given
He's a
thanks to
genius.
your friends for every time they've saved you?
I don't know. I hope so, but I'm trying to be a better person. Nicholas is a monster.
You aren't a person. Why?
I am.
No. That's just one of the things was trying to protect us from. Seems like he succeeded more with me than you.
Did you know that the Empire would have legally recognized us as citizens?
Of course they would have. They don't want another war on their hands.
Hmm.
It's not like they actually mean it.
Yeah, well, it's far cry better than what Nicholas gave us.
Shelter, a home.
Is
Yes,
it
we
really
did.
home if you never feel safe there?
You're saying you never felt safe there? Not once.
Only when I was very small.
What happened? What changed?
A lot of things changed. The biggest one was my first brother.
Ah, so you're upset that you weren't the only child.
I was excited to have a brother.
And then, so what was the matter with your worst brother then, if you were excited?
Because he kicked me out the moment my brother got turned on.
Kicked you out, as in sent you to school? To learn? To grow?
I didn't have to leave home for that.
The fact that you think
Look,
Nicholas is all-knowing is slightly concerning. He
he's
doesn't have.
not.
So then
He's
you would
not
know that he would
all-knowing,
have to. He would have to send you
obviously.
elsewhere to gain a good education.
Look, I don't have to defend this to you. I'm sorry. But he I have done too much to get away from him to let you talk me back into his lies. So if we're going to talk about something else. Nicholas destroyed me and I am rebuilding me. You're only allowed to be talking to me if you're going to help and not hinder.
That is precisely what I am trying to do, is help. You have it under the assumption that Nicholas has been the one lying, but could it be those around you who are lying? There are plenty that are jealous of what Nicholas has been able to accomplish. What better way to get at him than to take away his one prized possession?
Is that a method he taught you?
A method that I have come to my own conclusions about.
It's just really familiar. He did that to me too. Throwing a pathetic little tantrum after I saved his life.
Here you are, throwing what could be considered a tantrum after I'm trying to save yours. It's funny how that goes around. But we can
Exactly
stop
how
this.
are you trying to save my life?
All I'm saying is you're heading to a place that is not good. Not good at all.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I'm
you
going there because
to
my
return.
friends are going there and
That's fair.
they need my help.
Well, I can see I'm not going to get very far with you, so I will give you the. This is me spacing on the word, not other Flamel. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, which I didn't have when I went there. You're going to learn some things there that might shock you. They're expecting you to show up. You specifically. So just be ready for that.
Is there someone specific who's expecting me?
Many people who are expecting you.
Oh. Well, can you share any more details about that?
To share more about that would have to talk more about Flamel or Nicholas.
Hmm.
My pardon. And you have said that you wish not to hear any more about that.
We can talk about him if it's not just you trying to convince me that everything I know about him is wrong.
I mean, a lot that you do know about him is wrong. A lot that I knew about him was wrong.
There's a lot that I know are lies, and I don't know what the truth is. So I know he's a liar, and I know he is cruel.
Misunderstood.
Hmm.
Hurt. Seeking answers. But not evil. Not bad.
Fine. We can disagree on his morality. What do you know about the Dark City?
Well, know that it has many defenses. It has a people who have been searching for answers. A race that was dying, that was shown a way to survive and thrive. I'll let you figure out, connect the dots, who taught them that. Can't quite see how someone evil would teach someone, group of people, how to live. Brought them into a higher technological status, one where they could survive and not be hunted for who they truly were. There are people who are very devout in their beliefs.
And they're expecting me?
Oh yes, for quite some time.
Is that dangerous for me?
Depends on what you do with it.
What are they expecting of me?
Well, some of them are probably seeking salvation. Some will see you as an omen or a sign. Some we would expect you to be bringing a cure.
Or for what?
Their ailment.
Which is?
They cannot just survive the way that Drusus or Ewan survive. We are constantly on the brink of death and must inflict pain upon others.
Is there a cure? I mean, you went there. Did you cure people?
I did what Nicholas asked me to do. I went there much later than you were going. But
I
yes,
see.
there's a cure. Cure in the future. A cure that will be found by you, I'm assuming, with your curiosities. Sometime, whenever you choose to head there.
Where? Please? I have a hard
Back-
time believing that you're a
Akatos.
version of me. Okay.
There's something that was left behind. Not from me, but from what my best estimates are would be the first of us. Something that has been able to stay and grow. Something that has distorted time around it and kept it almost in a stasis field. If something was to ever happen to us, by us I mean all of you, or everyone I was with, then should they go be in the past, they could return there and gain answers, gain weapons, gear, whatever they needed.
You know anything about an egg at the Dark City?
An egg at the Dark City.
Yeah.
I do recall, I believe Ewan was asked to retrieve one. Was not successful.
Did you guys find it?
Oh, found
You
it,
didn't find
yes.
it?
But
Oh, you found it. What happened? Did you break it?
Not. I did not break it. No. It was destroyed by those that live in the Dark City.
Did anything happen?
I don't know.
I mean, you were there, right?
I was there, but that was not my mission. I stayed much
So you
longer
just
there.
didn't
than everybody else.
observe anything when the egg broke. You
I was
just
doing
closed your
other
eyes,
things.
shut up
I
your
was
sensors.
nowhere near the egg. That was Ewan's thing.
Hmm.
I was taking care of other things.
You never asked, never heard anything. You were there for a long time and you never knew what happened when you weren't present.
Are you present in everything all of the time?
No, but when my friends and I regroup, I ask them what happened, especially if there was something significant.
We didn't regroup, Flamel.
Huh.
Our paths diverged.
Oh, right. You didn't have friends. I forgot.
Correct. I had a different mission and they got me to where I needed to be.
Mm. Well, I'm sorry.
Don't have to apologize. You've done nothing wrong.
I know. I still feel bad for you because, I know what it was like to be me when I was like you.
Well, that gives you the one up, I guess, because I have never known what it's like to be you.
It's better to have friends.
You say that now. What's gonna happen if you have to come to a crossroad where it's you or them? What will you choose?
Probably them.
You're more of a fool than I thought, as the voice cuts out.
Mm. Right. Anybody walks by, Flamel's just like doing her lab stuff, but just in a very obviously irritated manner.
Anything that anyone would like to do before this week is up?
I'm trying to remember. I had something I did want to do. I think I had there are two things that I probably want to do. One was that feeling with the medbay never goes away, right?
It never leaves. You feel this constant pull and draw to the medbay. But also this push. Like, bad juju. Do not go there. But this weird push and pull.
So it's definitely something strange, not just something bad happened. It's like there's something weird going on.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Then I think I might at different times, like I might pop in at the middle of the night, then leave. And I think what I'll do over the course of a while is take different people to the medbay and ask if they feel anything. And I want to try that actually specifically with Tristari.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Sounds good. Anybody else that you want to with also? You said different people, so with Tristari.
I think I'll eventually go through everyone because it
Okay.
bothers him very badly.
Are you starting with Tristari? Are you starting with somebody else?
I think I would start with Drusus.
Okay, Drusus, you head with Bloop to the medbay. I need both of you to make a perception check for me.
Yeah, I don't want it. No, I'm just kidding. Let me get back to my sheet. Set perception.
Yep.
I rolled a 24.
Okay.
That's the wrong chat. Let me go to the correct chat now.
Okay. Loop, you still have this uneasy feeling about this. Drusus, you kind of, as Bloop has been.
Oh wait, DM. Since he's weirded out about this, I'm going to use one of my paradox die.
Okay.
And so I'm going to turn that 11 into a 19 plus 11.
Okay. Lovely.
Oh, so 30.
Nice.
I can do math too.
You definitely have the hairs on the back of your neck standing up in here, and you don't know why.
Where are we at? We're in the med bay.
Yep. For the remainder of this journey, you're going to have the same feeling that Bloop has.
Luke, something's weird here.
I
It's
know.
supposed to be a story.
Wait, why are we? Wait, how did you know something was weird in here?
Well, I was drawn to it because this is where that little blob version of me was hiding out. And so I came here.
Wait, what? Little blob version of you?
Like, oh, I guess you weren't there when it happened.
What?
So when I went down to the doctor's, he had a little specimen that was flibbering around all over the place. And I caught him, and it turns out it was a version of me that had came from the Dark City.
Wait. You ate another version of you again?
No, I touched him, and he immediately absorbed back into me.
You ate another version of you
Sure, why
again?
not? Yes.
Again, he did in fact do it again.
This one's from the Dark City.
It's not from the Dark City, but it went to the Dark
Okay,
City.
yes, it went to the Dark City. We all died there again. Wait, hold on.
That's how I know we all died there, is because
no.
that.
I don't think you understand. That means this isn't our timeline yet again.
Well, I know that, but like,
No,
why
wait,
is medbay weird? And why is the cockpit weird?
Wait, and I look over from them like, you understand, right? This means this isn't our timeline.
Oh no.
If we died
Oh no.
there, and we're both
no.
there, what
Where are we?
What killed us?
I was telling you guys, it was that giant, weird, undead Kasathan thing.
Okay, cool. Hopefully not.
Wait,
Susan's
do
mom.
we know what undead means?
Not dead.
Right.
That's actually fair. You wouldn't, because that doesn't exist.
But Bloop does.
Bloop does. Yes,
I was
Bloop
just
does.
like, that's a weird way to say that it was alive.
Weird way to say alive.
Okay, yeah. So like, Slunda's cousin or Ewan's cousin like killed us.
No, like an undead amalgamation of things.
You mean like a like a bionic corpse?
No, do you not know what undead is?
Well,
That
undead means
is
not
not
dead.
a word.
Idiot.
Undead refers to something that has died and been brought back through necrotic magic.
I like look at everyone and I go, aren't we? Doesn't that make us undead then? What does
Brought
that mean?
back like by necrotic magic,
I
usually under the control of a necromancer in most instances.
What?
Wait, hold on. I know those words,
Hmm.
but together they don't make sense. Because,
Magician
like,
who
necro
specialize
means
in dead people thing. Yes.
I'm familiar with medical necrosis, but there's not a way to like come back from that.
Wouldn't there just be anyone who like went to the hospital and like had a heart attack and then they brought him back? Wouldn't that make like Flamel a necromancer because of how many times she like put her
Do you
dad
know
back
zombie movies?
when he was dying?
Did you have zombie
That's
movies
just
back home?
Oh, what?
resuscitation. No,
Do you have zombie movies back home?
What the hell is a zombie?
no, I don't know what that means.
I like look over and it's just like it's very much that scene from SpongeBob and it's like this is a load of barnacles. Like
I don't know what he's saying.
It's like,
This
This
listen,
must be something from very far in the past.
I love the
that he
implication that
knows.
there were zombie movies at the time of the Praetorian Guard.
I think Bloop now knows what a movie is, and he also knows what a zombie is, and he's read.
He's just assuming.
There was an undead novel he read
Oh,
37,000
wait a
years
second.
ago.
Wait a second. Bloop. I want you to do me a favor.
Memory it.
Come here. Let
Okay.
me memory it.
Oh,
Okay, and I
that is
memory
a
it
great
for you.
idea.
This
And
is
I'm
a
guessing
we will know.
right now
Oh.
it's just the three of us in here, I'm assuming. So I'm just gonna, between me and Flamel and Bloop, I'm gonna learn what a necromancer is and a zombie
Me
and
too.
undead and what they mean in this context. So
I do like bees.
Say that again.
I do like bees.
Beans?
Like, you know what a vampire is?
Bees.
Oh, bees.
vampire. Is that some sort of like?
I know what a pyre is.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
I know
to
what
do the memory
pyre
thing.
is. Okay, I
Do-
do the memory thing.
Memories are shared,
This
and
is,
it's very disturbing what you're seeing.
This is.
This is horrifying.
Oh, wow.
However,
How-
you see one super sexy person that is the vampire.
How is?
What? It's from a book you read.
No, I met them. They're actually really chill.
Oh.
Wait, I like look around and I go, wait. After this is,
I'm not there, though.
I'm like, so wait. Dead people are being brought back to not being dead, but are still dead.
And are
That's
are not
horrible.
dead but not alive. Yes.
I don't like
That is disgusting.
That sounds atrocious.
Yeah, so we were
That's
killed by a
horrible.
giant like undead amalgamation thing.
Great. Now
That
we have
look-
we have to add that to the list. Wait, and that thing killed us, and then your thing, your thing that is you, got onto the ship that came back to here.
Yes.
Do you share anything
feel
about the
like-
purple eye part of that conversation or memory?
I don't remember that.
Good, then awesome. And it's like so potentially this ship could have one of those zombies. Zombies? That's a weird word. I'm not gonna get used to that yet. Could be on my ship. Where's
I
the
don't-
toe?
No, there shouldn't be any.
It
I
is
have-
contained.
I have such a bad understanding of what a zombie is, just because like all I think is like reanimated flesh in a bad way, and I'm like, does that mean the toe? Is the toe a spy for the zombie?
I shepherd him out along with everyone else,
Wait,
and then I go get.
wait.
I go
No,
get
no. There's important. Oh no. I followed
Wait.
your sis.
Wait, what's the importance? What isn't our time? We're dead here.
And I go get Tristari.
Gosh.
I'm just like standing there. I'm like, we're dead here. This isn't us. Where's our time?
I'm not there, but that is a good question. Or are you saying this loud enough that everyone kind of hears it?
I'm like over the ship intercom now. I'm like, guys, attention, dames and herren. No, attention, everyone, ladies and gentlemen aboard the Urella Mark II. I just thought you should all know that according to something we have recently learned from Bloop, well, some of the things. Anyways, Bloop ate a piece of himself again. I don't know how it keeps doing that, but it has also made me understand something. This is not our timeline yet again. We are in the wrong timeline, and our timeline peoples here are dead. We were killed by, but this is not our timeline. I don't know if anyone else processed that earlier, but this is not our timeline. Again, meaning we're all
In
dead.
the background.
We don't have to worry
Just
about.
turn off the intercom.
We
I'm
don't have
talking.
to, okay, never mind. Goodbye.
DM, Ewan is figuring out the intercom to reply back. It's like,
Mine is hooked into my communication device. I don't know if you guys would actually have access to that. Well, you would if you could figure out how to do it from the cockpit, but
you say you, but
I-
I'll be trying to tap on the panel for a moment, and then I'll give up and ask Arella to if I can make a reply.
Of course you can make a reply. You'd never ask to ask for permission for that. You simply have to speak and say over the intercoms. And they will patch you through.
Thank you. Over the intercom, how do we know that this fragment of bloop didn't cross over into our timeline?
I hear that and I just look at Flamel and I go, that's a good point.
You're the time person.
I don't
You
know.
figure this out. I don't know this. This is not in my area of expertise.
I just go and I just say over the intercom, I go, because I'm the time person. And I hang up and I go, was that convincing at all?
No, not even a little bit.
Damn it. Alright, well, wait, what was I, why'd you stop me from informing the party?
You know how? Yeah. So like, Bloop has eaten a few versions of himself and gotten something of that.
Yes.
Remember how I have a tendency to like plug my brain into things and collect information, and have another version of me somewhere tucked around in here?
Oh no. Did you,
Well, anyway.
Did you put your other you in my ship?
No.
Oh, good.
No. I've just learned some information that seems prudent to share, given everything that we just learned and where we're going.
Okay.
Um,
oh yeah, because alternate you that from the place was in the future us that died.
Yeah, and also apparently already went to the Dark City.
Oh, I guess
And-
this is a canon event then.
Right. Yeah, it turns out Nicholas would have sent me there anyway, eventually, so having feelings about that, it's fine.
Wait, for why?
Apparently he's been there. I don't know exactly, other than he's been there, and they will be expecting me for various reasons.
For
Some of
nefarious
them will think-
purposes.
I don't know. Some of them will want me to cure them of something. I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean
What?
cure?
I don't know. Some of them might think I'm an omen, and some of them might think I'm some kind of theological being, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. But apparently, Nicholas taught them something to allow them to live and thrive.
DM, this is for the Dark City specifically, correct?
Yep.
What lore, what do I know about the Dark City that would make that make sense? Or is
Great question. You can read the dossier that was given to you that has all the information.
Wait a second. I think, and I open up my. I'm assuming it's like a digital
Anyone
dossier.
has since made sure everyone has a copy.
I just
Okay,
self dossier and I go, is there and I start flipping through, I'm thumbing through to the Dark City part, and I'm like, is there any? And I'm looking I just want to peruse. I'm like, well, I sidle up next to Flamel. I'm like, let's team read this and figure out what that might mean.
She reads faster than you.
Right.
Oh, probably.
I do. It's okay. And just for no reason. You think I'm a person, right?
I mean, philosophically? Is this a thing do I think you're a person?
Sure.
Or are you trying to ascertain what type of person I think you are?
No, just in general.
Well, you have opinions and thoughts and feelings, which is a lot more than even just some, and I air quote around people, right? It doesn't matter whether you're fully organic, partially organic or not. You're still a person. I wouldn't say, hey, thing, and
or a
what do you?
person.
I would refer to you as a I don't know. What do you mean, a person or a person? You're a person. What do you mean? What?
Nothing.
Wait, did I say something racist
checking.
again?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, you're fine.
I mean,
fine.
if you were a bad guy, I'd shoot you twice like I would any other person. Is that what you mean?
No, I think that actually does help.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Wait, let's read this thing.
Okay.
What do we roll to read? Oh,
You don't have to
decision.
roll anything to
Oh,
no.
thank goodness. Can I take a 20? No.
Bloop will get to you and Tristari as soon as this happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So as you guys spend, the week going through everything, you get the information that citizens of the Dark City, the Drow in Shadowkai, which at this point many people believe that they are essentially the same thing, just slight differences or slight mutations within the genetic gene pool that have allowed them to do different things, such as being able to phase in and out of space and appear in different places. That this city was founded roughly, by best estimates of researchers and people, roughly around 36,000 years ago.
This is all blue.
It is as old as Blue.
They say as
That-
old as blue.
That records can show. There, the Dark City. They call it the Dark City because it is one giant city. However, it is the size of a planet, a small planet, with reports of terrible, jagged, and sharp-edged buildings stretching far into the sky and far into the core of the city. Or the planet. The city itself rotates around two. Well, there's a strange phenomenon that happens here, and there's a lot of research that's been trying to go on, but members of the Dark City usually execute any researchers that go there. There are two black suns whose it is theorized that due to its radiation and strangeness, is what's causing the citizens there to have essentially a high form of cancer, or strange unknown variant of cancer that is constantly killing them. It is unknown how they have not all died. However, through reports from Moss, which was given by Hayden, the pain of others sustains their life, allowing them to be rejuvenated. There in the city, there are large gladiatorial pits where thousands upon thousands of people watch as captured slaves and anyone who's dumb enough to go there, or its own citizens, fight. Simply viewing pain and seeing this causes them to be rejuvenated. These people are also known as flesh crafters or flesh stitchers, which they have pushed the boundaries of science to the very unethical of anyone that they can get their hands on. They experiment upon trying to keep them alive as long as possible, and have been very successful in this. Though they themselves cannot survive under these conditions, usually they are able to stretch the brain or the heart and twist and turn and break it in ways that are only told about in nightmares, where they can manipulate the flesh to become furniture if so wished, or they can repeatedly kill you and let you know that you're being killed, and you sense yourself dying but being brought back to life indefinitely, which is one of the ways that fear and pain that keeps them alive. There are several options for you guys to get into the Dark City. One is trying to sneak in. I mean, it just lists, like, you guys don't have to follow these. It doesn't say you have to, but some recommended ways would be sneaking in undercover, hijacking a vessel of the drow and sneaking in that way. Options for that involve listening in to any nearby planets that are currently being attacked and raided for its population, and hijacking one of them there and head back that way. Another one is willingly be caught and captured and taken there. Those, even though that one is slightly more dangerous, it is, or initially is more dangerous, it does give you a sure way in to the Dark City. Whereas you could be caught and killed before that even happens on the other way. Recent information has happened and said that there is civil unrest within the Dark City. Hayden had noticed that, where there seemed to be a coup of some sort happening between the religious fanatics that originally lived there versus what Moss believes to be Malleus leading an uprising and trying to gain control of the city from within, in a more modern, progressive way, and not relying on this cult fanaticism, trying to lead the people to a future instead of keeping them in the past. It seems that this cult has done. Hayden wasn't able to get much information on the cult or religion itself, other than they are anxiously awaiting the one that they call Mother to return and to bring them their salvation from their curse.
Don't like
I
that.
I just look over at Flamel and I just go, so you said they're expecting you because of something Nicholas did, Mother, you know?
No, don't say that to me.
I didn't. I was just saying they're expecting Mother, and you know, if we sent down someone like, you know, Asher, who already calls you Mom, and have him, like, you know, I don't know, maybe spread a good word.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good way in.
I was gonna say we could probably play up into that, right? Like, you could be Mother,
Yeah.
and if they try to do anything, we hurt someone real bad. I could try my best to, like, rewinding time or something, like
Right.
like making it to where they're back again and got the pain, and I go, we can cause pain forever, or Mother can guide, or I don't know. We could play up that angle, maybe.
Yeah. Something like that.
I take the intercom and I go, news, everyone. Flamel is God. And then I go, that was a joke. She is Mother. And then I stop and I go, actually, I'm serious. This was part of the plan. We'll have to debrief. I'm sorry. Humor is my coping mechanism. And I just, like, I like, go to do it again. And I go, I need to stop. And I just, like, put it away.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. Why did your dad do it first?
He's a monster.
I mean, I think I'm a monster. Oh,
You
no,
really
that
think
got
you're on
really
level with
weirdly
Nicole?
deep. I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna box that back up.
Okay. I don't think you're a monster, but also the bar for me for considering someone a monster is pretty high.
I mean, I've never
Sorry,
shot
that
a
probably didn't
child.
make you feel any better. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't think any of us do. And I look and I just go like, especially Blue.
I just want to get away from him. I just don't want him in my life anymore. Why does this keep happening?
Blue? Oh, he's a member of the crew.
Not Bloop, obviously.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to diffuse
Why is he
the
everywhere?
anxiety I feel right now. Well, because your dad is like ancient, according to this, right? Like this is
Yeah,
like really
he is.
old stuff. And if your father was the one who prepared it, your dad could be really like, old, like older than
is.
he claims.
Absolutely.
Or admits to. I guess
Yeah.
that's not a claim. It's like admits to.
Yeah. Yeah, he's, I think, a much bigger problem than I thought,
But that
which is pretty impressive.
that rise
At this
that
point.
brings to rise like several weird theories I had, and now it kind of never mind. I don't want to get into that, but like your dad has been at the forefront of technology, right, for a while. But he likes really
Yeah.
archaic things. And when I say archaic, I mean like, and I pull out the like archaic stopwatch I have, or not stopwatch, like pocket
Mhm.
watch I got, and I was like he was really fascinated with these, which are like dials and cogwheels and things that aren't like used anymore.
Yeah,
Right?
they're
And that's
the
not just
most
something
basic.
that like someone who's into science and technology the way he is just like interested in without like a reason. Maybe it's like a nostalgia thing. Maybe he's as old as like
Yeah.
this technology, which is pretty old. I mean, not as old as Blue, but like pretty old.
He's pretty old.
So he could be like hundreds of years older than he claims, which is like still a lot. But like this is weird because I thought that earlier, but now this is like even way older, and I don't like that. It also means though that your dad might have a base on this planet somewhere that maybe you could find, and we could like a safe house, because I don't think he would just stay somewhere without something like that.
I don't want to find his stuff. I want to get away from him. I can't get away from him. He's everywhere.
Well, I mean, yeah, if he's that old, he probably is everywhere.
Right. Hey, thanks. Good talk. And I leave. I go back to the med bay.
I'm just like we're just left outside of the med.
No,
bay.
we left. We left the med bay and went to like wherever you go.
Well, I was like,
Where you
we
go.
like started leaving, and then you're like, wait.
I followed you out.
I thought we like had stopped in like the hallway, but like okay.
Okay. Well then I just walk it back into the med bay and close the door on you.
I just go, this is my ship. This feels rude now.
Not locked. You can come in if you want.
I like walk in and I go, it feels creepy in here though.
Then leave.
But you're obviously in emotional distress, and I don't know what to do about that.
Me either, obviously.
I really, I just go up and I'm like, do you want a hug? I don't know. I
don't know either.
I pat you on the head. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm
That's
not.
wrong.
I feel
Try
this
a
is
hug instead.
okay, and I give Lamella a hug, and I'm just like, don't tell Bloop I did this willingly. He's always so weird about it.
Hug you back. Like, thanks. I think
Like,
it's helping
well-
at least a little. I mean, I still hate everything, but
I mean, I hate everything too, but
Right.
I don't hate you guys.
right. Everything in a sense that does not include you guys. Just my life and existence.
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
Good talk.
good talk. I think the hug is true. I'm gonna stop the hug now. I'm
Okay,
stopping it.
that's
I'm
fine.
stopping it
Bloop,
now.
Bloop's like, oh, you guys are
It's
hugging,
like-
and just comes in at
And
that
I just
moment
go,
and
no, no, no,
squeezes
no,
you
no,
two
no.
back
I
together.
like back up, and I'm like, no. I was brushing something off of her back.
I
She
want
Yeah,
to
was-
hug
and she
though.
was simultaneously brushing something off of mine, because we just both couldn't reach it because we're not as flexible as you, but we're both fine now.
Yep. We're fine.
Any part of my body can become an arm.
I don't need that though. This is brand new armor. I want it to stay brand new smelling.
I
so
have
it
an arm
lasts.
come out the top of my head,
No,
and it
no,
retreats
we'll
back down.
yeah, good.
And
Put
one
it
come
away.
out of my
Put it
face,
away for
and
now.
then it retreats.
We're good. We're good. You know who needs a hug though? Kristari, because she's gonna be all alone again after having family. Well, I guess friends. I don't know if she considers. No, I do know she would. So she's gonna be all alone again after having family for like a brief amount of time. Go give her a hug.
I mean, okay.
Starry's with him.
I
She's
was
right
actually going to
there.
talk to her next about the med bay. So, hi, Trisari.
Oh wait, she brought her with.
If we're in the same room,
Well,
then
Yeah, she's been hanging out with Slunda, so.
yeah, Slunda's
Oh,
got like
okay, never mind.
a
She's
bird
not here
out.
yet.
Everyone's here. No.
Everyone's here. Hooray!
We weren't hugging. I just look at you and like awkwardly wink. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore at this point.
Trisari
I mean-
kind of leans over to you, Slunda. Are they a thing? I've sensed a lot of tension.
I mean,
just-
to be fair, Drusus is canonically a robosexual.
I just look at Flamel and I go, I know smoking is bad, but I need some vice. And I just leave. I just go, I can't. I like go into the corner of the med bay where I used to smoke when it was my distillery, and I just pull out a cigarette and I start trying to light it up. I'm like, this is not.
Each time you do, there's a puff or stream of pressurized air that snuffs it out. Arella's voice.
Who turned these
Captain.
back on?
Captain, that is not allowed.
Hey, this
You
is
know.
a med bay now. You have to go somewhere else.
You used to have duct tape over that.
Smoking
I
will not be
know.
allowed or permitted anywhere on the aircraft, Captain.
Yeah, listen to your wife.
I flick the cigarette. Flamel. I just go, this is.
Sorry, I'm in a weird mood now.
I think we all are, because this isn't our timeline, and there's something weird in this room.
I'm having a rough day.
With that, Bloop, you take your story with you?
Yes.
What
As
works?
we're walking down and talking to her, is like, I feel like there's something in this room, and we got on off on a tangent, so I wasn't able to discuss it with Drusus because he didn't know what the undead was or what the undead are.
That would be a hard conversation. Someone that has never experienced that.
See, you know what I'm talking about. It's not a weird concept, but like, I don't know why they didn't get it. Like, even after I explained it, they had to go into my memories to see even like a zombie.
Can't say I've ever seen a zombie, but I know at least what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, are there really like no undead like anywhere anymore?
I wouldn't be the person to ask, Bloop, I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I've been locked away for quite some time.
That's fair. I understand.
But I do know what you mean about this. As the door, like, you open, walk in the mid bay. Know what you mean about this. This is something's not right in here.
Yeah, and it's not just here. It's also the cockpit. But I'm wondering if part of the reason why the cockpit feels weird is because it has a direct view looking at the Eye of Ling. So maybe that could be it for the cockpit, but this doesn't really have that.
No, it doesn't.
And like we went in the records, like I went to Arella and we looked at the security records and whatnot. And I went and looked back of what happened when I walked in. Didn't see anything. We got records of the stuff that happened here when the SSF were using it. And like they had some emergency medical stuff, but nothing crazy that happened in here. I mean, I guess it was crazy. Someone lost a toe, but he's still alive, it looks like. So, I mean, that shouldn't be it.
Huh.
Did I tell you that like I reabsorbed a version of myself recently?
I was there with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, okay. Trying to get my memory straight. So that version of me was hiding in here, and I opened up the cupboard where he was hiding. That's where he was hiding. On the
Yeah.
But why wouldn't it just be me then? Because then I told Drusus about this area. He walked in, and now it feels weird to him too.
It's true.
Jesus can do things with time, and this is a different time for you. Maybe he wasn't supposed to be there, and that's what's caused this. I don't know. I can stay in here for a little bit and just see what I feel. If you want to
Going
stay
to hang out with you?
Sure.
All right. And I'll plop down in a special. I'll drag in my bed, which is a hammock and a gyroscope.
Okay.
And just to confirm that this is just you and Tristari, I assume there was kind of a body language thing that Slunda stayed back in the room while you just walked with Tristari.
Well, I wanted to do it like one at a time.
Yeah, that's
so
what
that-
I figured. I was just
Yeah.
making sure that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Making sure I didn't misinterpret.
With that, you guys are gonna stay in there for a little bit, just kind of figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Bloop and Slunda, I need you to roll 7 individual d20s for me.
No.
Oh no, actually,
God.
sorry, 6. 6, because you already did a night. I need you to do 6.
Oh, is this just in general for the week, or is this
Yes,
related?
this
Okay.
this is
I
in
was
general
like,
for
I'm
the
not
week.
in there right now, but
Yeah,
okay.
no, this is just for the week.
Oh, just named to X6. Dang it. Okay.
Oh, I
can
do
do
get
this.
in
5d20. I can do it like that. No, that's another one.
Oh,
Got one.
both of you roll a d10 for me, please.
At least only one each.
I got it like
Could
the
it be
second
worse?
night.
Yeah, you got it the second night. Bloop got it the 6th. Okay. Subtract that from your permanent health.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta get rid of this.
Yeah, how do you guys fix this?
I was asking DM if
Just wait till
someone-
we're level 10.
if someone removed my memory of ever hearing the song, would it go away?
Hmm.
Is probably an option.
Okay, with my
Oh.
second night of experiencing this, would I start to realize something is wrong?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Guys, I don't feel
Yes.
so good.
Oh.
I'll make a medicine check to see what's up.
I mean, I would also give him a checkup.
Yes,
Like, come
I
to
will.
the day.
I will assist you
I will examine.
because I also have medical training to an extent.
If I need to roll anything, I am also prepared to do so.
Sounds good. I'll just have them roll medicine checks right now.
Medicine. Let me go remember what my bonus is.
Linda's just like, I had a weird night.
night.
Probably fine.
Oh, every night's a weird night. This isn't just the night that you roll a natural 1.
Gotcha. Every night's weird. Okay, then I'm
Every
actually
night
like,
is weird.
But on the
It's
night
like a
where it
weird
happens, is
fever
to be
dream.
scared.
The nights that it happens, you see the bird.
Okay.
Okay.
Which probably
Oh.
doesn't help that I've also been taking my tattoo bird out. During the
Definitely does not. Absolutely no, it would not. You guys can tell, like, just the vitality of both of them is lower. They seem, in all senses, healthy, but they just...
This ship has haunted you guys.
You're healthy, but you're just slightly less alive.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What does that mean?
I also do not know what that means.
I'm still living, Drusus. Thank you very
You
much.
would be.
Why are we talking about voodoo?
What?
You're not ill.
Zombie,
And
it's
you're
remote
not-
controlling another person.
It's no. Okay.
What?
Okay. We need to have another discussion.
See, I thought they were bees until we saw Bloop's memory, but it's fine. This is unrelated. Well, maybe it isn't. I don't know.
That there are bees?
Yes. So basically, no, there's no bees, but you're both. You're not. As far as I cannot determine an illness or an injury or an infection or anything. However, you are like closer to death than your usual standard.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. Have either of you been? Has there been a change to your diets or?
There's been a change to my dreams.
Well, okay. Do you know what caused that, or when did that start? Did anything unusual happen right before that?
First night on the ship, I had just gone to the doctor's lab right before it. Talked with Nagy.
Did Nagy?
I saw the Mind Flayer do it again.
You saw the Mind Flayer do what?
I saw the dude, the Mind Flayer dude. I saw him
Oh,
again.
the Mind Flayer dude. Gotcha. Okay.
Was it
Okay.
Finn specifically, or was
Yeah,
it?
it was Finn.
But the rest of us also have seen Mind Flayer and have interacted with Nagy. Nagy didn't like attach to you, right?
No, Nagy didn't attach to me. But we were
Only
like
to say
talking
that,
like
oh,
mentally.
that's- But Nagy talked to more of us mentally than just you.
Character DM, do we
Yeah,
like
one
remember
thing-
the dreams that we had, or we just kind of wake up and have that?
Yeah, you remember them. They're...
And you said the dreams involved the song?
Yes.
Okay.
They do.
I don't know if I put that together though, or if it's just like,
Can I-
man, my brain sure is mumbling.
Can I try and roll something to connect the dream and the vision of the bird specifically with this worse feeling?
Wisdom or something? Or
Yeah.
intelligence or something?
Yeah, that'd probably be just an intelligence roll.
Okay, let me roll that. So that'd just be a regular roll. Would either of us either of us roll separately, or can I get assistance?
You can choose what you want to do. You can either roll it separately, or you can add +5.
Slenda, what's your intelligence?
My intelligence is +3.
Okay, I'll assist you. I'll brainstorm with you
Okay.
because I have a +0. So
Alright.
Yeah, brainstorm.
Alright.
hey, it's not negative.
You said it's a +5 to do it assisted?
So yeah, you'd have a total bonus of +8.
Yep. I was just confirming that I was getting that correct. That's a 16.
You do notice the only time you see this bird on the windowsill is when you have had the dream. So yeah, the dream that you wake up feeling a little bit more worn out, just than others.
The bird only appears on the nat ones.
Yep,
Whitaker?
bird only appears on the night ones.
You haven't been sleeping well?
No, we've slept.
No, but,
It's
but
just-
you've been seeing a bird too.
Yeah.
You're seeing a bird.
Like on Sunday I saw one, and then on Friday I saw one.
I saw
And that-
one on Monday. We're just going
Okay.
with these days of the week.
Yep, that's fine. We'll just do that. That's keep it easy.
Well, we could. The bird seems concerning. I
Wait,
guess if you're both.
Linda, do you have
hallucinating a
music in
bird.
yours?
I mean, yes. But doesn't your brain just kind of mash all the recent stuff
But
together?
is it the same? But like, you know, when we were talking with Nagy,
Mm-hmm.
was
Oh,
it
in
the
the
same-
song.
was it the same song, the same lullaby?
It was.
I've heard it on those nights where I see.
Nagy sang you
Flamel-
a song.
I thought it
Flamel,
was
is
just.
is there anything in your records about a person named Larkspur?
Let me check.
No, do we? Wait, no, we don't know her name, do we?
You do not know her name.
We do not.
Didn't I get the name or no?
Never mind.
You did. That's right. Sorry, Slim Day. You did.
No,
get-
I just got to remember if I've shared it with. I think I shared it. I might have shared it with Tristari. I'm trying to remember. Or no, I think I did bring it up to the group because I think that I think Drusus might have had his brain roll.
I
about it.
think yes, you are correct. Yep.
So.
And it was from a person that Nagy was talking about his first or one of his first friends, right?
The Larkspur. Yes.
Oh,
Does the name Larkspur mean anything to me?
actually,
Roll a culture check.
you guys would probably remember that I referred to Rosendor as Larkspur on in our,
Oh, that's
in
true.
our house, and I just don't remember doing it.
I'm gonna roll a history check for that because you said it so nonchalantly that like Bloop may not remember you saying that.
Mhm.
Actually, there is no history, is there?
Culture.
Does it not work if I capitalize it?
Culture.
My bad.
+9. Okay.
Yeah, messed it up. Capitalizing it. Or maybe it's just not working. Nope.
I rolled a check for you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to roll it twice. I just still
Oh.
don't see it.
No, it only rolled it once.
Like there's the one where you had a
Oh,
capital R
well.
where it didn't roll, and then it has the one right after that says it's 1 minute later. And 54 says.
Oh, no, I
culture
can't
check.
see.
Oh, I
the
got a
one-
nat 20
there,
for
I made sure.
remembering
Okay.
Drusus
nice.
saying Larkspur.
Yeah, Bloop, you remember that?
I
26.
just yelled Drusus.
Nothing from you on record that you would know, Flamel.
I don't know anything about Larkspur other than that one time Drusus said it randomly.
Yep.
Is there like a call Drusus button on our friendship bracelet that I can poke?
Yeah. Drusus, get in here! Drusus, get in here! Drusus, get in here!
I just walk.
Drusus,
You just
That
push the
day.
emergency button.
I just like walk in. I've got a. This is a different day, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like
I
This
like
is like
walk
end of the
in
Yeah, this is it.
with a bowl of cereal. I'm just like, what? Why?
who
Wait,
is
I've got
who is Larkspur?
Who?
Who is Larkspur?
I don't know who.
Yes. Who's Larkspur?
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna sense mode of you saying who to that.
Think harder about it.
Think harder about it.
You called Rosie Larkspur,
Who is Larkspur?
and I completely believe the fact that you have forgotten who that is.
There's this thing. What does Larkspur mean to you?
What is that? A culture check?
Yep.
Damn, he knows nothing.
I'm like putting little electrode sensors on Slunda's head and all over Bloop.
DM, is Larkspur a name known in the Empire or not?
Nope.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure for my stats. That's an 11.
Oh man.
You just have this feeling of a just like an acquaintance that you might have known at one point in your life.
I don't know. I think I knew a Larkspur at some point. Why?
Hmm.
Did they
Did
call
she?
me?
Nagy did recognize you
What?
Oh, right.
that
Wait.
time.
Wait,
I
wait,
also
wait.
had you in Larkspur.
When was Nagy's friend from?
Wait, Nagy's
Uh-huh.
friend with the one that he knew from me?
He
Well, Nagy recognized you.
Yeah, Nagy recognized me, and the Nagy, the me that Nagy recognized is from,
Oh, right.
long enough ago that they were like quote unquote like friends with
Right.
Prometheus apparently, which could be a long time, seeing as he's God.
So
He wasn't God when I met him. Just kidding. I didn't know his name.
maybe Larkspur was friends with them too?
Well, I could always ask myself if I knew that.
DM, I'm gonna pull up like a book, like one of the ones I take from Flamel Labs. That's
Mhm.
just like about basic history of the Empire, and
Uh-huh.
see if I can find anything about
Roll a
early
perce-
Prometheus or friends.
Yep,
Prometheus
roll a
was-
perception
I'm
check.
gonna
with
say,
that.
from what I understand, Prometheus was never a bugbear, so that's not gonna be in there. Prometheus
Well, I know
was
that.
Prometheus was always God and had no friends other than
That's
the
a
original,
26.
apostles or whatever. How dare you?
Yep, nothing that you're finding on Larkspur.
Stop trying to humanize a god.
Or not just Larkspur, but about like if he had any the first associates that are mentioned in the books whatsoever of
Of
his.
Prometheus.
Yeah.
There is speculation in some very old history books that there was an ascension to godhood, but most people have disproven that. And
Air
it's-
quotes around is proven.
has been
Disproven.
has been
Think about it, DM. My family comes from a lineage that would more than likely secretly carry on that our ancestor knew him before his ascension to godhood.
that is actually fair.
That
I
is
will
fair.
also say, and not to contradict, things now, but I do have when it originally came up that about Larkspur that Flamel rolled a knowledge check and got that Larkspur was an old name, usually firstborn daughter of noble household.
Oh, you're
dating
right.
back thousands of years. So I mean, obviously,
Thank
if
you.
want to
Thank you
retcon
for
it,
that.
then
No, we
whatever.
won't
but-
retcon it.
Just
Thank you.
don't
I had forgotten that. So
Okay.
yep.
Said,
It's,
I think I knew someone named.
we'll just say
Need a
that, like,
significant
it is-
Larkspur.
it is a very coming from a noble household, you have to that there might be like one Larkspur on a planet or a planet system if you're lucky. That's like if the governor of that planet had any daughters or children. So yeah, it's not the most common name. Thank you for that reminder.
I'm doing a thumbs up, but my camera's not on. I guess I can do it in
Why
here.
Emily takes notes.
Me too.
And not just like the haphazard notes that I take, where every now and then I write down void glass equal bad, kind of notes.
I mean, some of my notes do end up just being like that. It just depends. And then
No,
other notes, I'm typing as things happen, except I don't do that when I'm doing a character. So the stuff where actually my stuff happens is less likely to get the detailed notes.
That's fair, but it's just funny because comparatively, I just see your notes, and in my mind, it's all at 17:50 p.m. Wednesday nights. DM references Larkspur. and like in like then bracketed like like that's how it feels sometimes. You're always like
Nah, I
on top
just,
of
like-
it.
I'm like, here's a person and a description, and later on I'm like, hang on, haven't we heard this person or description before? And I go, Command F.
The
So we need to
fact
hunt.
that you
Find it.
cross-reference in your notes is crazy.
So we need to hunt down and kill some governor's daughter.
No.
Just go, no, that doesn't work out too well. Trust me.
That's a terrible idea, and also probably unrelated. Okay.
Hmm.
Something about Nagy has infected you. This is probably some kind of magic. I don't really specialize in magic, but we could do a sleep study where I keep you hooked up to these sensors while you sleep, and then I will see what kind of anomalies show up, and maybe I can figure something out.
Okay.
I
You can't
do-
look at our dreams directly, can you?
No?
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, technically, I can like share your dreams between everyone, so we can all see these dreams you're having.
No, that would be a bad idea. Because if
Okay.
it's the thing we think that's happening, it's if
Right, I
someone
don't want
hears the
this to
song.
spread.
Oh, hear your crazy song if it's a bad thing, then.
We don't.
Would
right.
we have to?
We don't want this
I
to
mean-
spread.
Oh, well, then I just take another bite of cereal and look, why did I get brought here?
Because
What?
you said Larkspur at one point.
Yeah, we
Well,
thought you might know something helpful.
I don't remember saying that.
You said it to Rosie when you
I
saw
pull
it
up
for the first time.
the recording. I just project the recording of my memory of it.
Yes.
It was right then.
And with
For
that,
now.
we will end tonight's session, as it is 10. Thank you, everyone.